I started off with finding this pot at Dollar Tree, and I instantly got the idea of like, oh my gosh, YumYum Bedlum. Like, that's the colors, right? So you're gonna start, sorry if that was loud, by detaching this. You have to have drainage, guys. I've seen so many people with this still attached on, and if I don't see a gap, I know your plant ain't getting drainage. And I know it's not happy, okay? I also really struggled with finding a good design. This is the one that I settled on. Me and DC tried several different ones, and the fine details, it was just getting lost in translation. So I have a Cricut machine, and I printed these off on the Cricut machine. If you guys are interested in buying them, I can offer to sell these. I thought about doing that, or I can somehow post a picture for free online or something that I used, the clip art. So with doing these, it's really important to just peel it slowly and making sure that you have your design on here. If you don't, like, especially if you buy this like off of other people who make them at home, sometimes it doesn't like come off. You're just gonna take it and bend it and kind of push it down. Don't know if that's makes sense, but that's my best advice. And try not to touch the design if you can, which is honestly the hardest part. Okay, so we got the pot. Let's clean off. Do this side. Once it's on, like so, take your tool and just make sure that you get any air bubbles out and that everything is down flat. And then I like to kind of go in with my finger and just get all the edges. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Hey, wow, that's like the first try. It's all down flat. I'm surprised by that. There is somebody on Etsy that has a really cool YumYum decal that has 3 different colors. I personally did not want that because to get multiple colors, a lot of times people will layer them. And I didn't want a layered design. I wanted it to be, I guess, I kind of really like the design. Oh, no. Okay, we're gonna try to line them back up. Yeah. Let's see if we can line them up. Come on. I really, really like the design where it's something subtle. And I especially have a particular preference for designs that you wouldn't necessarily know were Juggalo related, or that you wouldn't really know what it was unless you knew. You know what I mean? Like, if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. It just looks like something decorative. I have like a little bubble right there. But overall, for this being a round surface, I think it came out pretty good. So now we need to go find what we're gonna plant in here. This is gonna be in our office here. So we don't have a lot of lighting in here. I know it seems like we do, but we have one window and it's just not a good lighting situation. So I'm thinking either a snake plant or a spider plant. I'm feeling like I'm leaning towards the snake plant. And then we're gonna put it on our shelves over here. Let me just show you guys. We have all these shelves and I'm thinking of putting it up on the top. First thing we gotta do with our YumYum plant is fill it up with some dirt. I just buy this potting mix. It's just easier. This is only for my indoor plants though. It's just easier to keep a small bag like this indoors. Ooh, that'll do it. And then I like to just find a random dirty ass spoon in the sink. This will work. And I kind of like make a little hole in here. Yo, do you want the light on? Is it dark in here? Oh, and then this is my propagation station. I have tons of different ones in here, so I was trying to decide. I have 2 vine plants, but I also have 2 spider babies. We should do spider baby, I feel like. Yeah, we'll do spider baby. So he definitely has some roots going pretty good on him. So we're gonna go ahead and put him in here. And then cover him with dirt. Kind of like do it so you guys can see, but you really can't. Pat it all down nice and flat. And then I will give him a little bit of a drink. And then I'm going to do my plant food, which I usually do like half water. I do like half water in there. And then I have this plant food, and it says DC do not drink. It says that for a reason, guys, okay? Just saying. And then I do the other half of this. And this is a mixture that I make for plant food. It's got some nutrients in it. Since we want this guy to grow and flourish, we're gonna give him a nice drink of that too. Not too much. Not too much. Gonna let him drip dry in the sink, and then I will put his bottom drip tray back on him. And then we will find a spot for him in the office. Unfortunately, because he's little, like if you go from like this point of view, he's not over the pan yet. He's not going to be able to get enough sunlight in the office, unfortunately. So he will go in baby nursery over here until he is big enough. And even like this, it's getting close, but because he's going to go on the top shelf in the office, we want these leaves to come up over the pot. And then that way, I know he'll get enough sunlight to survive. This be the final product. It's a little bit of a hot mess. We're reorganizing. But she's just peeking out enough to get some sunlight. So this will be her forever home, I think. She's doing pretty good. Once she gets like big enough where if this is not working, I'm going to move her like up here. But for now, I think that does pretty good.